post-apocalyptic series of the 2020s that you absolutely must binge in 2026. I'm talking survival chaos, underground bunkers, zombie mayhem, and existential. It's all there, super easy. Alrighty then, let's jump into the wreckage, shall we?
Strange and awful time was the happiest of my life.
Okay, so the world ends from a flu pandemic, everything's gone, but here's the twist that'll mess you up. It's not about brutal survival. It's about holding on to beauty when there's literally nothing left. Like, who thinks of that? It's this gorgeous meditation on art and memory that jumps between timelines like hopscotch with your emotions. The way it shows people creating theater in this broken world, heartbreaking and hopeful at the same time. The vibe is poetic and haunting, not your typical gore fest, more like, what if the apocalypse made us remember what actually matters? This is Station 11, and it proves that even when the world burns, art survives. What if everyone's been living underground for generations and questioning anything gets you literally thrown outside to die? This show is a mystery box wrapped in paranoia, wrapped in claustrophobia, and Rebecca Ferguson is commanding as someone who won't stop asking why. The whole vibe is slow burn conspiracy where every answer creates 10 more questions. The massive underground silo feels totally real and oppressive. When that season 1 finale hits, jaw on the floor. This is Silo, and it'll make you never trust authority figures again. They took everyone's favorite crossbow-wielding badass and dropped him in France because why not? Norman Reedus is doing his gruff lone wolf thing, but with French zombies and religious movements that feel completely fresh. The European setting is gorgeous and eerie, crumbling chateaus and countryside horror. 3 seasons in, and it's still finding new ways to make zombies interesting, which is impressive. The action is brutal, walkers have unique mutations, and DARYL's fish-out-of-water journey hits different. This is the Walking Dead DARYL DIXON, and it proves this franchise still has bite.
To come up to the surface one day and restart civilization.
Amazon printed money with this one. If you've played the games, seeing this retro-futuristic wasteland come to life is pure serotonin. But even if you haven't, it's ridiculously entertaining. Darkly comedic tone that balances violence and humor perfectly, like you're wincing and laughing simultaneously. 200 years after nuclear war, society split between vault dwellers and irradiated survivors. Every episode peels back conspiracy and corporate evil that's satirically perfect. Got renewed immediately because people devoured it. This is Fallout, and it's proof game adaptations are having their moment. Oh hey, quick thing. If you're loving this apocalyptic journey, smash that subscribe button and drop a like. It helps us keep bringing these deep dives, and you'll never miss the next list. Okay, back to the chaos.
It started a long time ago.
The Game of Thrones guys and Netflix adapted this bonkers Chinese sci-fi novel, and it's wild. This show plays 4D chess with your brain, jumping timelines, throwing quantum physics and alien invasions at you all at once. The scale is massive. Existential threat to humanity level stakes. Scientists dying mysteriously, reality breaking down. Some concepts are genuinely mind-bending. The characters are brilliant but flawed. Watching them grapple with impossible choices hits hard. This is 3 Body Problem, and it'll have you spiraling down Wikipedia rabbit holes at 2 a.m.
What do you want?
I haven't seen anyone in the longest time.
This one's a philosophical take on the apocalypse that feels refreshingly different. Based on a classic novel, it follows a guy who discovers everyone's dead from a plague. Alexander Ludwig leads this meditation on rebuilding society from scratch, and watching them figure out what matters is fascinating. The approach is slower, more thoughtful, diving into big questions about civilization. Some found it slow, yeah, the IMDb score is lower, but there's something compelling about its quiet examination of humanity's second chance. This is Earth Abides, and it asks, what would you preserve if you could start over? Netflix took this legendary Argentine comic and made this tense thriller set in Buenos Aires. Ricardo Darín commands the screen, leading survivors through a nightmare where toxic snow killed millions. There's aliens, but also an invisible force controlling everything, so you're constantly on edge. It balances action with genuine mystery really well. Got renewed quick. The Buenos Aires setting gives it a unique flavor you don't see in American apocalyptic stuff. This is the ETERNAUT, and it proves international sci-fi is absolutely killing it. Vince Gilligan created a political thriller that's like Knives Out meets the apocalypse. Sterling K. Brown investigating a presidential murder in an underground city built for elites after disasters. The setup is delicious, all the class commentary, conspiracy layers, locked room mystery vibes. It balances being murder mystery, political drama, and sci-fi thriller without dropping any balls. Every episode ends on a cliffhanger that makes you immediately cue the next one. This is paradise, and it's proof post-apocalyptic stories work best when they're about power and secrets. Vince Gilligan made a show about a hive-mind alien that wants everyone happy and consumed and mindless. Everyone's like, is this about AI? He's like, no, but wow, does it hit different now? Carol, our protagonist, is gloriously cynical, can't stop finding fault with everything. And here's the brilliant part. Her critical thinking is actually poison to the hive mind, which means being skeptical might save humanity. It's political thriller wrapped in biting commentary on mediocrity and low-effort culture. Only one season, but it's dense and layered. This is PLURIBUS, and it's Vince Gilligan reminding us why critical thinking matters. And there you have it, series finders. 10 phenomenal post-apocalyptic series that'll consume your 2026 binge schedule. Drop a comment and tell me which one you're starting first. Subscribe if you haven't already, because we've got more lists coming. Until next time, keep finding those series. And remember, the apocalypse is way more fun when you've got great TV to watch. See you in the next one.